Hello Libras, and I'm here today with a general reading for the sign of Libra. So anyone with Libra strongly in their chart could resonate with this message. My beautiful friends, I welcome you into this space just as you are today, just as you are in this moment. I'm happy to have you here and look forward to the story that comes out today. Please remember that not all Libra people are in the same place. We're all different ages. We are moving through different types of experiences, and that we all have complicated natal charts, and we are not all living the same life template. So please understand that not every reading will resonate, possibly, but hopefully there's something here that you can take with you on your journey. All right, let's go ahead and get into this, Libra. Give me one moment here. For those of you that prefer not to hear the shuffling or see the shuffling, please move ahead in the video to where the reading actually begins. And there's usually somebody who will include a timestamp in the comment section. If there is none, feel free to add one. Just a little bit. I don't really even need to shuffle, but it helps me ground myself into the reading. And the energy is a little bit jerky for me with getting into your energy right now. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out here. There, that's much smoother. So it's a little bit of a transition getting into this energy. But once I'm in it, it's powerful. So it's going to be an exciting reading. I can feel it. I can feel the vibrations of the reading. And that's probably why I need to shuffle, because this is an air energy. I am an air sign as well. And so got to keep my feet on the ground here. All right, let's go. What is the current energy for this group of Libra people? What is the current energy? What are they experiencing currently? What are they experiencing currently, please? Help me understand. What are they experiencing currently? What are the Libra people experiencing currently, please? What are the Libra people experiencing currently? What are this group of Libras experiencing currently? Right. Let me get these. Libras, my deck is all in the upright. How the cards fall, I read them how they fall. Not always, but I feel in this case that this card did fall strongly in this position, so I'm going to keep it this way, and we'll see what kind of energy I can pick up from that. Okay, I'm feeling the need to ground again. So there is some sort of a resettling here, or some kind of a settling energy, a resettling energy. All right, let's look at what you're going to be stepping into in the future, in the next immediate future. So I'm looking at the next 7 to 10 days, the next couple of weeks, the next 3 weeks. It would be arrogant of me to lay claim on what I think would be the time frame. This is Spirit working through the energies. So I am asking for Spirit to bring in what to expect in the next immediate time frame. So however that applies to you. Next immediate time frame, please. What will Libra be stepping into? What will Libra be stepping into in the next immediate time frame? What will Libra be stepping into in the next immediate time frame, please? What will Libra be stepping into? What will Libra be stepping into, please? This energy is coming out now in a more orderly fashion for some reason, and it's weird that the words orderly fashion came out, and there's the chariot energy. So I think there's some sort of resettling, and it does feel like you're figuring it out, or you're successful with it as you move into the future. Let's look for guidance for Libras, please. Guidance for Libras, please. Guidance, please. Libra. Okay. One more. There we go. All right, Libras. I was going to remind you about something, but then I forgot. So I think it's time to go. Now, I do have Herman the cat in the room with me, and he loves it when I do divination, and he looked at me with these eyes that I just couldn't say no to today for some reason. So he's here. I think he's promising to be good, but if he acts up, he can come on the table and be distracting. I'll have to get up and find him another place to hang out. Ooh, boy. What is this energy? What is it? What is it, Libra? Three of Wands. Why was it like that? Nine of Wands. There's something here that's beginning to happen for Libra. There's something that's beginning to happen. And I'm not quite sure if you feel like you can trust it. Three of Wands energy, something that you're beginning to see happen in your life. You're beginning to see it happen, or you're beginning to feel it come in, or there's success beginning to build. With the three energies, I always feel like there's something there, right? With the Three of Pentacles, it's something that you've already started that's tangible, right? With the Three of Wands, you can see the ships out in the harbor. Usually with the Three of Wands, that kind of energy, there's something that's began. So for me, I feel like for this group of Libras, there's something here that has began in some way. Whether it's a new relationship that's coming in or that you're stepping into, right? Or whether it's a new job that you are connecting with, or a new business that you're starting, or a new friendship that you're making, right? Something is beginning to happen, and it has the coloring, it has the taste and the flavor of bliss, right? It has a taste and the flavor of bliss. It has been so far. And you know that it can build, right? Three of Wands. See, it's not all the way here. So this is a energy that you're really trying to pull this in. This Ten of Cups is not necessarily all the way here, although you've gotten a bit of a taste of it somehow, right? I'm going to go ahead and move this in the upright, because we always need to work through resistance. So hopefully that helped you with resistance, but there's some sort of, either there's a waiting here because of some other situation that's going on that doesn't affect you, or there's some sort of resistance, or there's something here, but we moved it to the upright now. Hopefully that helped. It doesn't hurt to do things like that with energy, right? We have to learn how to work with energy and be intentional with it, and realize that energy is a powerful co-creator in our journeys. You're in the Nine of Wands energy with the Five of Pentacles. And that's why the Three of Wands is like, ooh, I don't want to take it back. Ooh, that didn't feel good. See? Once you make it a little farther in the energy progression, it's like you don't like to take the step back. You can feel how it used to feel and it doesn't feel good, right? It's how you progress as a soul. You're in the Nine of Wands and the Five of... Okay, so that's what I was feeling here with the Three of Wands. So the Nine of Wands energy with the Five of Pentacles energy is this... It's working through... It's building a new kind of mindset around whatever this happiness is. It's a new kind of mindset. And what I feel here is there have been traumas. There has been devastation in your life. There has been poverty. Or there has been a loneliness or an isolation. Or there have been times when you were very much on your own during a period of total difficulty, when we really should be with a team, right? At that time, you were going through some sort of difficulty and you were alone. And it is so very difficult in life to go through trauma and feel alone. The thing is, as I've gone through empowerment in my own journey, I've realized that it's always alone, right? It's just how we think of it. It's our mindset. It's when we realize that we are one soul, right? We are one individual soul, and it's our own connection with divine energy, and it's our own connection with the earth energy and with our inner self that we must empower and strengthen as we move into abundance in our lives. It really, from my own experiences, now this is my perspective only. It's only my opinion. I'm not a learned person. Okay. I do not have high degrees. I am just a journeyman. But from my own perspective, that when we rely on another person or feel a neediness for something, a neediness of a partner or a neediness of a lover or a neediness of a boss, we allow another person to have some sort of influence on our own connection with the divine. And it impacts the strength in some capacity or another. It impacts and it could hinder our own inner strengthening and our own connection to our own inner guidance. So there is some sort of working through this Five of Pentacles energy, but we do see the Ten of Cups here. And we have the Nine of Wands, which is a defensive energy. So there is this new beginning starting up for you. Somehow, Ten of Cups is here, and it's in the upright. So it's stepping around the corner, right? It's stepping around the corner. And for some reason or another, something in your past, something from your childhood, whatever you were taught when you were little, there's something here that you're working through. It's a good energy. It's a good energy. It's a great place to be. You're working through some resistance here, and you're working through past trauma, and you're in a slightly defensive energy with the Nine of Wands. You've been wounded, and you're taking action now to prepare to protect what you have, the strides that you have made. Okay, that energy just changed when I got into the Nine of Wands. So there is some sort of recovery here that I've seen. There's some sort of strength building that you're going through, and you're taking steps now. And it could be very active steps, because the Nine of Wands is an action energy to put in place boundaries for yourself so that you're protecting this process as it's moving in. Whether you're protecting your own self or you're protecting an event or a situation, you're in some sort of defensive or a protectionary kind of energy. Because you are working through the energy of the Five of Pentacles and moving into the energy of the Six of Pentacles, equality in life, learning how to receive, learning how to be one with yourself, learning how to move into a more abundant energy. We all do it every cycle that we go through, no matter how far advanced we are in the human journey. Every time we go through a new level, we go through the Five of Pentacles, each and every one of us. These energies that are within Tarot are not only for certain people, they're for everyone. There's no hierarchy. So it's part of the journey of moving into a new level or into a new higher understanding or into a new adoption of bliss in some way. And it's beginning to come in for you. You're beginning to see some sort of tangible something tangible here. Could be small, but you're beginning to be able to wish upon it a little bit more in a more trusting way. So you're becoming more trusting in this situation, although you're still taking action. Now, this Nine of Wands will eventually, if it's not settled, if it's not settled or healed, it's not healed. If it's not managed and it becomes too strong, too powerful, it can be a block. But I think that it's okay for right now. The Nine of Wands is a very necessary energy, and it can be quite helpful as we move into new experiences. Because look at all of these lessons that you've learned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably more. This is only the part of the fence. That's what they just said to me. That's never come through before. This is only one small section of the fence, my friends. These are the 9 wands, but it's only a small section of the fence. So you could have 2,000 wands that are around this field. These are all the lessons, the hurts, the causes, the beliefs, the passion that you hold. It's all of the story of who you are. So you have to realize or understand for yourself, you know, how big is your fence? How far around this field does it go? Maybe this fence is only on one side of the field because maybe there's livestock on that side, but there doesn't need to be a fence on the other side. It just depends on how old we are, what our journey is. But for some of us, this fence goes all the way around the field, 2,000 posts, right? Okay, let's move on now and see what I can feel. There's like total understanding here, so I'm moving on. All right, let's look and see what's coming out. Let me get this pressure out of my ears. Get that 9 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles away as I transition here. Knight of Pentacles. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get excited, Libra. I'm going to get excited. Okay. Keep calm. Keep calm. I'm in Libra energy. Keep calm. Oh my gosh, lovers. Keep it calm. Queen of Wands. See? That's the energy. Keep it calm. Temperance, keep it calm. Chariot. Where does it go? I think I need more energy. I'm going to pull another energy here. Something's happening here. Something's happening. Now let me get into all the energy before we get too excited about this. I've learned the hard way. Energy here between Wands and Temperance. Wands and Temperance. 3 of Swords. All right. So I'm seeing this pain healing here as you move into the next period of time. It's beginning to heal. So you're overcoming whatever this situation was. You're beginning to understand pain and anguish and anxiety. Okay, I'm being pulled here for some reason, but I'm going to start at the beginning. So as you move into this next period of time, there's going to be something here there's going to be an energy of the Knight of Pentacles that you're moving into. You're moving into the future in the 9 of Pentacles energy. This is stable progression. It is significant indicators of success. It is the ability to move in a way that is careful and always forward moving. If it's not forward moving, there's no movement, like no backwards movement. It's stable. I'm not necessarily feeling that it's altogether slow, Libra. I don't think it's necessary. Like, I know that he stopped here. This is the Knight of Pentacles energy. Okay, let me tell you what I have. I have the Knight of Pentacles energy, the Lover's energy, Queen of Wands energy, Temperance energy, Sagittarius energy here. Then we have the Chariot energy, Cancer energy. We have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We have Gemini. We have the Hierophant, which is Taurus. And then we have the 3 of Swords. All right, so Knight of Pentacles, the Lovers, Queen of Wands, Temperance, the Chariot, Hierophant, 3 of Swords. So I know this horse is stopped, but from what I'm feeling, you're moving faster than the typical Knight of Pentacles. The reason why it's a Knight of Pentacles is because you're being very careful and you're moving forward in a way that if you're wanting to see progress as you move forward. So if you're not ready to make progress, then you're not going to move forward. This is taking action, but making sure the actions you take will actually be successful. So it's very careful movement forward. Very earthy energy, very careful earthy energy, but it's powerful and it's mixed with air. So it's a little bit faster than just the earth energy by itself. Oh, yes. Okay. There we go. It's mixed with the Chariot. Okay. So that's what I'm feeling. Okay. So when I read this way, I'll get into one energy and then I'll move across. So I was and this Chariot is over the top of the Knight of Pentacles. So there is an energy of power and alignment here and balance and the drive forward, right? Chariot energy. But it's in a way that is always carefully moving ahead, being very discerning about the decisions that are made and how they will impact you financially, how they will impact your reality, and how they will impact your future long-term success. So it's a beautiful energy, Libra. It's a powerful energy, and it will bring you into a successful place, moving like this with the Knight of Pentacles and the Chariot energy. Now we have the Chariot energy connecting in with the Lover's energy. So I think for some of you, this could be a relationship that you're working through or that you're working to build or that you're heading into. Because it is connected to the Hierophant. For others of you, this is the balancing within. So blending the yang and the yin energy so that you have movement forward, but then you also have time for deep reflection. You have time for stillness. You have time for rest and revitalization. And then you mix that and merge that with the yang energy, which is movement ahead. Again, it's over the top. So the Lover's energy and the Chariot energy are both about balance, right? There could be some sort of a decision that you're making too as you move forward about a new relationship or about a new work situation. And in order for you to make that decision in a very successful way, you need to have balance, right? When I work with energy and I work in deep meditation. I work a lot with the subconscious mind. And when I do that, I have learned when I'm looking for inner guidance, when I look for information from my subconscious or when I'm working with my guides, if I am unbalanced, when I sink into meditation, when I sink into communication, the words become altered, right? My right mind, which is very strong, can alter and twist the energies if I'm not at a very balanced place, right? I'm Libra, I am starting another channel soon, and I will bring forward some information. That channel is going to be not tarot, but it's going to be how I work with energy, how I've moved through transformation and the skills I have attained in doing that. I want to share that with you if you're interested. But there is a way to balance the energy so that when you go deep within and you find answers, it's not they are not altered in any way by the ego or by some sort of imbalance between us. So there is here a need to stay very balanced and very grounded as you move forward. All right. So for some of you, there's a relationship here that could be building and there's some sort of decisions that are being made as you moved along. And for others of you, this is talking about the yin and the yang, making decisions and moving forward in a very aligned way. We do have the Hierophant here, which talks about society. It talks about some sort of commitment or some sort of contract or agreement that is being created or that is being manifested here that has to do with the controlling of society. And I'm trying to think of a way to say that, and I don't like the word controlling, that manages society, right? That manages the culture. Again, I've used this week for some reason. It's in my mind and it's still here. It's like a highway system. You know, we're all going different places. We all have different types of cars. We all, some of us could take the bus. Some of us could take the train. Some of us could have motorcycles. Some of us could have bicycles, and some of us could have cars. And if we don't have structure in a highway system or in a road system, we would be a big mess, wouldn't we? That's kind of the Hierophant energy for me. Hierophant energy could also be like a large group of people all moving in the same direction with the same mindset or the same goal in mind, and they have some sort of leadership that helps them. Just like the highway, without the traffic lanes, without the traffic signals and the stripes, the leader, right? And the police officers that give us tickets, darn it, there would be quite a mess, right? So there is some sort of situation here, whether it's agreement or a family structure, could be an engagement or Could be something that you're working on within a marriage, or it could even be within a company. It could be revising your contract, or creating a work agreement, or having some sort of connection with a religious group, or working within some sort of a religious group or spiritual system in a way. But there is something happening here with this Lover's energy. I feel this Lover's energy is quite strong. So whatever this Lover's energy is, it's very much one of the biggest parts of this story. In fact, I think it's time for me to dig a little deeper into the Lover's energy. There's something here that I'm not quite getting. Ten of Wands, ending a cycle and having balance in that cycle, having balance as you end a cycle, having balance as you drop tasks and belief systems and actions and old activities that brought your life down, that kept you in a very overwhelmed and controlled and exhausted place. You're ridding yourself of that. And in the process of ridding yourself of those things, it is necessary as you move forward to stay very much balanced within yourself, taking time to rest, taking time to find inner wisdom, taking time to give yourself, when we work, we have to realize there's different kinds of work. There's a kind of work in the external world where we go to work and we do something. We provide a service, or we build something, or we help people in some way. And for that, we hopefully we receive some sort of money or something in return that helps us live and helps us provide for our families. That's one kind of work. But I've learned in the past years that there's another kind of work that's equally important, and it takes just as much energy, and that's internal work. If we don't do the internal work, if we don't work on our internal health, then our external work, it slows its progression. It slows its success, right? And as we work on our internal work, that internal work takes energy, right? It's work. Like sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I'll be in deep meditation and I'll get the message like, it's going to be a great day. You're going to get a lot of work done today. And I'll think, oh, great. I'll do a great job with readings, and I'll get readings done, and I can get those out for my people, and it'll be a great day. No, that's not what we're doing. It's totally different than I thought in the morning, and it's work that we're doing internally for me. And I've realized that those days have been the greatest change for me, that have helped me transform my life in the most significant ways. It's that work that brings us success just as much as the work we do in the external world. And that internal work takes energy. It can tire us, right? So this Lover's energy is a big energy, and it's something that this Libra group is working through, working to learn how to do that. But there's something else here. For some of you, there is something coming in, but for those of you that have a relationship here that you're working on revising it or rebuilding it, or you're working on bringing it in. But see, the Three of Wands is here, so it's already created. So this, for some of you here, is something that it's not. Maybe it is, but from how I feel, it's something that's already began in some way or another. It's something that's already began. So you'll know if you're in the Lover's energy because you're working with another person. And you'll know if you're in that Lover's energy because you're working to move out of an old cycle and you're learning how to be balanced and keep your feet planted on the ground when it's windy, right? To keep from blowing all over the place. Let me just see if there's any other energies that want to come out with the Lovers. Two of Pentacles. Yep. It's keeping yourself grounded as you make decisions, as you move forward. So that's for the vast group, that's the energy of the Lover's energy. There is a small group of you that's actually creating balance within a relationship or moving into a new level. And that story of you moving into a new level has another person entwined in it, right? We do have the Hierophant energy over the top. So this is about how you work within the community, whatever that community is for you, how you work within the society around you, how you work within the company that's around you, or how you work within your own company, how you work within your religion or within your spiritual beliefs. This is something to do with society and the management of society, whether it's religion, spirituality, whether it is the society of people that's around you at work. There's something here with society. There could be a contract here that you're creating rules between multiple people within a society, but this is a management of people here and your involvement in some sort of management between you and another person, you and a whole group of people, you and a company, you and a religion, something, how you interact with the people and the culture and the attitudes and the mindsets that are around you. All right. We do have the Queen of Wands here, and I love to see that. The Queen of Wands is touching the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is touching the Hierophant. So there is some sort of pain here, some sort of anxiety that has to do with this community, right? With this job, with this community, with this religion, with this marriage, with this engagement, right? There's some kind of pain, but this pain is healing. It's becoming more, it's like you're able to step farther. It's loosening its grips on your mind, on your thoughts. You're finding clarity now and you're able to step forward as you move ahead. So it feels like this could have been like a wall for you. And as this tilts, you are able to easily step over these swords. You're able to find new clarity, have a new kind of mindset. All right. It's because you're in the Queen of Wands energy, and the Queen of Wands energy is a beautiful energy. This can be a man or a woman. Doesn't have to be just a woman, even though it's the Queen of Wands. What the Queen of Wands energy is, and this energy can fit over the top of any kind of person or any kind of event, right? It's an energy that it takes something, a person or a situation, a work situation or whatever it is, and it colors it. It's like a lens of color that goes over the top. That's how it's being shown to me. So there's a lens of color over you, or the way that it makes sense mostly for me, that's helped me, is a fragment within yourself that's really come alive and it's really helping you in this time. It's a Queen of Wands. It's the internal empowerment. It's the internal flame. This is what I mean when you're in the yin yang balance, because when you're balanced with the Lover's energy, that helps light your inner flame. It helps light what brings excitement and passion and drive. It helps you take action. The Queen of Wands is that inner fire that builds and builds, and then it turns into the King of Wands as you step out into the external reality and take action and build and create and present and influence, right? So the Queen of Wands builds first. It builds within you. And then as you move into the Yang, it creates. So you're in this building energy right now, Libra. You're building your strength. You're understanding your superpowers and you're managing your weaknesses, right? This tells me that you have looked deep within and you've seen what you need to work on. And you're saying, that's okay. I love myself. I love everything. I love everything of who I am. Just like a mother, when we have a child, we love everything about that child. Everything. Every fucking thing we love about that child. And I say it strongly because I mean it strongly. And you're starting to realize with yourself, everything about yourself you love. Everything. And there are some things that just need to be worked on, right? There are some things that just need to be managed. Maybe there's routines that need to be put into place. Or there's systems that can help you manage these things. For me, it's bookwork. I hate it. I can do it. I can do it really well. That's what I used to do. I used to be a financial advisor and I did a really good job, but I hate it now, right? That's something that can hold me back. And I've learned how to manage that. I have software now that I use that helps me. It's very easy now for me. So the Queen of Wands understands her beauty. She understands her superpower and she's very attractive. She pulls people to her, right? That fire can pull, that light can pull those moths to her, right? She's very attractive. She could be even very sexual, right? It's an energy. It's fire. Fire is passion. So it's a beautiful energy that you're in, Libra. And when you're in this energy, you can really be successful in this energy. You're preparing to take some sort of action. You're intuitive. You are full of excitement and starting to feel the urge to start to take action, right? You're feeling it build in you. Now, we do have the Temperance energy. These could be two Sagittarius energies here. Aries, Leo, Sag, and then we have Temperance, which is a Sagittarius energy. You're really working through this energy here of this Three of Swords, and that's kind of in a way like moderating this Queen of Wands. That's why you're still in the Queen of Wands, because you're working through these three swords. Once these three swords keep moving and they're in the I'm just going to move them. Ooh, that feels good. Oh, that feels really good. Oh, jeez. Sorry, it feels good to me. So I think that there's some of you are almost there, to be honest with you. You're almost there in moving through this sorrow, this anguish, this anxiety energy. So as you move through this anxiety energy, you're going to move into the King of Wands. You're going to start to take action. But for right now, there needs to be understanding here that this Three of Swords was something that really affected you in your life. And there needs to be compassion for yourself here. Compassion for the events, compassion for other people, compassion for yourself, understanding that things are very complicated, understanding that we don't know an iota of what's going on in our life, in a way, that we must follow, in a way, the universe, that we must be able to be led and enjoy our life and co-create in it. And sometimes in our lives, there are tragedies. There are difficult energies, but without the tragedies. And I'm saying this thinking of, and it's almost hard to say it, without the tragedies, because tragedies take you down on your knees. And without the Three of Swords, we wouldn't know what the opposite is. You have to have the yin and yang. You have to have both to experience each other. Without experiencing pain, you will not be able to experience joy, because you wouldn't know how to gauge it. You wouldn't know how to measure joy if you didn't experience this. So again, you have to have both aspects of the emotions to be able to feel the ascension of the soul. So we have this compassion here that's coming in. Compassion for the situation. Compassion and patience for yourself. And compassion and patience for your own journey. But as soon as this Three of Swords comes to the reverse, this Queen of Wands is going to go into action. I still, in the next week or two, or the next couple of weeks, I still see you in the Queen of Wands energy. And we ended this time period here in the Temperance energy over the anxiety. And I moved it to the reverse. So hopefully that will help push the energy, help you move through this Three of Swords energy. But I'm thinking that the next energy that you'll be coming in, there's going to be some kind of change here. There has to be some kind of change here for you. Okay, now when I get into this energy right here, I'm going into this energy like my back is hot, which tells me that there's some sort of purging here. There's some sort of purging that's going to come in here because we have the Knight of Cups. What? There's going to be something that purges the energy. There... Damn. Is there love building? Are you building love back? Are you rebuilding love? Are you preparing for some sort of love situation? Are you working to walk forward in a way that is loving for yourself? Or in an energy of someone coming in for you, or you merging with someone that is a love energy? Damn it. I can't stop now. Seven of Wands. You're moving in a more healed way. So there's a healing there's a purging and a healing that takes place here. Seven of Wands is protecting that. So you're moving from the Nine of Wands to the Seven of Wands, which tells me that You are learning how to express yourself. You are learning how to keep the emotions at bay. This is emotion. This is healing. See, this is about emotions. The Nine of Wands is about causes and beliefs and past wounds. So you have purging. This is allowing energies to purge, to go into the river. See all this debris? This is all the stuff you're purging. See in the river? You're purging and sending it away and then protecting yourself and saying it's gone now. This is gone. This is how healing happens. Like I've always wondered back when, before I started really digging into this, people always say, and you have to heal before it happens. You know, for years people would say that and I was just clueless. What does that mean? Like, what do they mean heal? Like, how do I do that? Well, it's allowing this debris to come up from deep within you, to looking at it, being able to see it, and allowing it to move away. So it's like seeing it clearly, not quite judging it, just seeing that it's there, and allowing it to move away, protecting yourself from it too, because if you don't protect your boundaries, if you don't heal those wounds within you and send light into them, and fill it with light, those areas within your body can be susceptible then to, that's how empaths get created, right? We can bring in energy into us from other people because we have woundings that haven't healed perhaps, or that need healing. So this is a deeper energy that I see. This is a deep energy that I'm in. Some of you, there could be love coming in here with the Knight of Cups. But I think this is a purging of your energy. So there is a healing that comes in here. I see that this energy is going to begin to change. And as soon as this purging is over with, you're going into action here. There's some sort of new actions you're taking that has to do with this Hierophant energy. Knight of Swords. Damn. There we go. There you go, Libra. Off you go. I told you. I told you. And off you go. So if this is a new relationship that's coming in, off you go. If this is a new healed place that you're in and you're ready to start creating something and building something and taking action in your external world in some way, off you go. And again, this could have something to do with a marriage. You could be working on strengthening it. This could have to do something with revitalizing something within a company or with a coworker, or rebuilding yourself within a community in some way. Whatever it is for you, this Hierophant and the Lover's energy is really strong. And you're moving forward here. We can't forget about the Knight of Pentacles and the Chariot energy, right? You're moving forward in a very slow. So something here has kept this Knight of Pentacles here moving very slow. So whatever this purging is, whatever happens over here as you move into the future, whenever this is, a month from now, 2 months from now, whatever this is, 2 weeks from now, this Knight of Pentacles is going to begin to move faster and faster. In fact, you'll be in the Knight of Swords energy. And then you merge that with the Chariot. That's fast. That's powerful. That's powerful movement ahead. All right, Libra, this energy is it's in a transition. So it was kind of a clumsy reading for me. I hope it makes sense for you. This energy here is, it's a deeper, I just went back into the energy again. It's a deeper kind of an energy. It's a deep energy. Hopefully that helped. I went kind of deep into that energy because sometimes we need to take time and talk about this, because this could be a blockage. It could be a slowdown. But as you purge this energy, you move into the energy of love here, Knight of Cups, with the Seven of Wands, letting that debris go down the river and working to heal those wounds within you. After you're done with that, you have the Knight of Swords. There you're moving in your own natural speed. So you found true healing here because you're in your own natural element moving forward. So I think it's great. I think you're doing great. Let's see what the guidance is here. Ten of Pentacles. King. Okay, you guys. King of Wands. Okay, the energy's changed. Okay. Oh my gosh. Three of Cups, and then you have okay. All right. You done it. You've done it. You have some kind of a conflict here, right? Five of Swords. But you're overcoming that. You're overcoming that, and you're moving forward. into some sort of new stability for you. You have the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So you're beginning to take action now to bring in this stability, this abundance, this comfort in your life. So with the Ten of Pentacles, this is talking about legacy, family, feeling very comfortable, feeling not being worried. See, these people are enjoying life. They're not worried about paying the bills, or they're not worried about theft, or they're not worried. They're enjoying themselves here. They're able to find time in their lives to really enjoy what they're doing, to put away the worries and the strife of life and enjoy themselves. That's the Ten of Pentacles. So here you are in the King of Wands here, working here to go out and create that and to build that. So you're moving and you're taking action with the King of Wands. I knew it. I knew it. Thank you, Spirit. Sometimes when we read, we just are very intuitive and we go off energy and there's no evidence. And it takes a lot of moxie to sit here and to go in energy and to talk out for you. And I know that these readings are important to some of you. Very, very important. And it is something that I've worked very hard to overcome, to go out and go into energy and not have any evidence of something and just tell you what I feel. So for a reader to have evidence like this is very valuable for us. It helps build confidence for us. And also the comments that you leave, even though sometimes I don't answer or respond to all the comments, I usually read all the comments, and the comments also help with that. So thank you. We have the Nine of Pentacles here. So we have some sort of success that they're talking about success here. Success over this conflict. The King of Wands has successfully moved away from something that has kept him down, that has kept him from taking action. So something was keeping you from taking action, and something was keeping you from finding this self-strength, the self-reliance, the individual strength of self. Just what we were talking about in the very beginning of the reading. Now you found it with the Nine of Pentacles. We also have the Three of Cups here. Celebration and joy. So there is a great, powerful victory ahead for you. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, this reading couldn't be better. And look how the King of Wands, ooh, I'm getting excited now because this is fire energy. And this is a fire energy that you take action in. So, I mean, right now, if I stood up and I could clean my house right now, and I probably need to clean my house because I'm in the King of Wands energy. And look how comfortably he sits in between these two powerful abundance energies. Sits comfortably, claims it as his own. And look how he looks at the conflict. He doesn't care. He's found peace with it. And he's able to take action. And then you have a new birth of something. Three of Cups. Union, reunion, joy, celebration. So there's something that's birthing here. Whether it's a relationship, a revitalized relationship, something that is coming back together again at work, because this is about money too. Money and comfort and relaxation and enjoyment of material goods. It's success, Libra. It's absolutely success. So thank you. I am going to do an extended now. And I should say that in the beginning of the readings. I don't know if my new subscribers even know I do extendeds. If I don't, I just get into the readings and I'm so silly sometimes about advertising for myself. I am going to do an extended reading. So let me look and see what I'm going to dig into here. Because I'm definitely going to dig into the Hierophant energy. I'm going to dig into the Lover's energy. And I'm going to dig into the 9 and 10 of Pentacles for sure. I'm going to look at what the King of Wands has to say. If this is a person, I want to know what he has to say. If this is you, I want to know what you have to say. And then I think these energies feel interesting, but I think I'm going to go through them in good time. So I'm going to look at the people who are around you and what their intentions are. And I'm certain there's somebody here that's connected with this Five of Swords. So I'm certain there's going to be information coming forward that's going to maybe help you find this healing. So all right, if you're happy with this reading, it was a comprehensive reading. If you're happy with it, that makes me happy. If you want more information, please find the link below. There's another platform that I do the extended readings on, and you can find it there. All right, my beautiful friends, thank you very much. I wish you all the best. Congratulations. It looks like you're moving forward in a successful way. And when I mean success, because we have the 9 and 10 of Pentacles here. Beautiful. Thank you, Libra.